Use this play to get cheap and easy one-play touchdowns against cover 3 match spammers. Coming up next. Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus, the only YouTuber that shows you full games of all the tips and schemes I post on my channel. I'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So guys, you new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also that notification icon so you can never miss an upload. So guys, once again, working in the West Coast playbook for my patrons, jumping into different formations. One of my favorite formations in the game is basically these far formations, in particular the far slot. There is a crazy play that is very, very effective. It's going to stretch the ball against your opponent with an unexpected player, which is going to be your running back. So if you got a high speed, fast, good catching wide running back like a Christian McCaffrey, or basically any running back from the 49ers, or any kind of a fast running back, a Barkley type running back, this is a great play to throw into your scheme. Now, it's smash swing is the particular play, smash swing, and we have a couple different setups to set this thing up, but this is very effective against cover 2, and it's extremely effective against cover 3. In particular, it's extremely effective against cover 3 match, depending on what side of that hash mark you're on. So let me just go and show you against cover 2 and go from there. Alright, so against cover 2, this basically has a cover 2 beater. If I'm expecting my opponent to run a lot of cover 2, what I'll do is I'm going to do the outside receiver, which is going to be the more. I'm going to put him on a whip route because I want him to preoccupy the flat. And I'm basically going to have two different reads. I'm going to have the read with the running back going right down the middle of the field, and I'm also going to have Samuels going out to the sidelines. What's going to happen is that the running back is not going to be covered against cover 2 whatsoever. So that's going to have to be manually taken away by your opponent. But with this setup that I just showed you, you've also got basically this corner route that you can pop down to, or you can drop it down to this little whip route. So you got a high-low. If he carries with the running back, you can essentially pop that, and then obviously you have a corner route that you can hit on the backside too if he's not paying attention. Now, my preferred setup is if my opponent is actually setting it up, I like to drag up more over the middle. And the reason why is that it's going to give me a check down over the middle. But as you can see, once again, that running back route is going to be left unguarded by the matching principles, and essentially he's going to have to manually take that away. So he's going to have to pick his poison, whether he's going to play the dragger underneath or deal with the seam route right here with this guy right here. Now, the play works the same way regardless of what side of the hash he's on. So what's great about it is it's going to give you that opportunity where you can get a one-play touchdown or more. So if he carries, you just go and check it down and take the check down. That's going to win you games if you do take the check downs. Now, what if a guy runs cover 3 against you? If he's user in the middle of the field, I'm going to go ahead and drag up my guy right there to give myself a check down. And then just go ahead and take a look at the reads. A lot of times what's going to happen is this corner route is going to be available for you to go and hit your opponent if he uses the cover 3 shell. Also, the running back is going to be in a seam, which is going to be able to get you a big completion down the middle of the field. Now, if you're on the right side of the hash, I plan to get someone who plays like cover 3 sky. You're going to notice that this running back route is going to get a nice little seam route that he can actually pop and actually get an easy completion. So that you just go ahead and wait for that. You're going to basically look for the corner, you're going to look for the seam, and then you're going to go ahead and be able to pop your opponent for a huge completion down the field. And of course, if he chases the running back, you've got the check down. So that's going to keep him honest. You pick up a good 10 yards with check downs. Now, what if he likes to run match? So if he jumps into match, this play pretty much works the same. But what's going to happen is that you're going to get a bigger passing lane to go ahead and complete against your opponent. So I want to show you what happens with the coverages. Watch this guy right here. So you got a dragging route. Matching principles let drags go. So he lets go. So basically what he's doing is he's falling back into deep zone, but now he has to match with the deep corner route. So he actually will take away that corner route and go after it, but that's going to leave this seam wide open against your opponent, which is going to throw him off a little bit. So this is a good way to go ahead and catch your opponent off guard a little bit, and you actually, depending on the defense, this is this is the best secondary in regs right now. Basically what you can do is you can pop it. A lot of times what happens, I've seen, especially if a guy uses his middle is safety, brings the safety down into the box, those guys are going to be out of position, and you can usually get a one-play touchdown. Now, matching principles don't work the same if you're on the left side of the hash when you've got this setup like this. These guys don't work the same. So what you want to do is you want to look for the correct read. So what's going to happen is this corner route is going to be available for a big completion for you. So even though he didn't catch it in bounds, you can see it. So he'll probably chase that running back, giving this big completion down the sideline. They actually can go ahead and get that ball right there. So that's what's cool about this sort of play against cover 3 matchers, cover 3 spammers. Essentially, you're gonna have either the running back, you're gonna have the corner route by the slot receiver, and you have the check down with more. On the back end side, I'm not really too concerned about it, but that's a good man beater too if he jumps into man coverages. So this is a nice little money play I'm going to be throwing into my scheme. You just have to make the correct reads, the right reads. Make sure you take the check down if he starts chasing the running back, because if he doesn't chase the running back, he can give up one-play touchdowns and you can get an easy score. If you guys like to use teams with fast running backs like the 49ers, this is definitely a formation or a play that you need to throw into your scheme. So once again, I'm my subscribers, thank you for support. If you do like these tips, go ahead and smash that like button, and I'll be rolling out more offensive, defensive tips to take your game to the next level. So thank you. Until next time.